Hello there, this is Nirav. In this session, I'll be doing Elliott Wave analysis for gold and we'll be looking at possible wave projections and future targets for the same. So before moving any further, I'd like to make the announcement that I'll be starting live one-to-one classes on Elliott Wave from June. And basically the classes would be live interactions on Skype with me and 1 year support after that. And if you are interested in learning more about the course, then you can send me an email, or it would be better if you just contact me on Skype by adding me and sending me a message over there regarding the course. So basically there would be one-on-one interaction. I'll get you through all the ins and out of Elliott Wave via one-to-one Skype sessions, and you will also get my video course on Elliott Wave, and you will get 1 year's support and a separate group where you can directly message and chat or communicate with me. So these are some basic features of the one-to-one interaction plus course or mentorship or whatever you would like to call it. So now let's get to the discussion. So in my last video, gold was I think it was published on 16th of April. So in that video, gold was trading around the level of 1290 or 1290, and my view was that it will form a, it was over here 1290, and my view was that it will go around this upper trend line around 1294 or something and then turn down. And the major target, that was the target that was coming out of two hypotheses. The same target was 1244 and the second target I think was around 1232. So as you can see now, the market actually turned somewhere around 1296 something. Both the set targets were achieved. Let's check out the targets more precisely. So these were the targets, 1244 and 1232, and in my last video I did point out that 1244 level was very important, and I was really expecting the market to achieve at least this 1244 target, and then last target was 1232. So both were hit, and I'll post the link for the video in description. I think this was a good enough movement in a relatively short period of time, so I hope you did catch it. Anyways, let's move to the discussion and see what's actually happening as of now. So as of now, I think there are two things that can play out in this market. I'll be discussing them as Hyper 1 and Hyper 2. And so starting with Hyper 1, I think that this market is progressing in the third wave as of now, which is this double bracketed 1, double bracketed 2 and double bracketed 3, which is going on right now. Within this double bracketed 3, we have the 1 completing over here, the 2 completing over here, and the 3 which has started progression right over here. Okay, so let me just explain that as well in the rough area over here. So if this is double bracketed 1, this would be the double bracketed 2, and this would be the double bracketed 3 which we are in as of now. Okay, so we are in double bracketed 3, and within this 3 we have 5 wave, which is the fractal nature of waves. So this 3 will have 5 waves of itself, and within this 3 the first wave seems to have completed over here. Okay, and the second has completed over here, and we are currently in this third one. So we are basically in the third of the third of double bracketed third. So if this is the hypo that is being followed by the market, then the impulsive movement would be very sharp. That is a huge price movement in the upward side should be seen in a relatively small amount of time compared to the previous upward movements or impulses like this and that. So this one should be a bit sharper. That's what we are expecting. So let's have a closer look. We are on the 4-hour chart right now, so let's have a closer look on this third of the third and how is this progressing. So I'll shift to the 1-hour chart. So it would seem like we did start this upward movement, or that second was completed, second of the third was completed over here, and after that we have this 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and the fifth is going on. As soon as this fifth is completed, our circle third will be done, and then we should come down for the fourth and then up for the fifth, and this would be the first of the third of the third. So basically first of third of third. As soon as this leg up is completed, this one, as soon as this leg is completed, we will mark it as the first of third, and after that, as this is the first, we will have a correction after this one, and then two legs up, which is the third leg and the fifth leg. So a lot of upside is basically remaining, and these previous highs of the last few months will be broken, of course, and let's just have a rough idea of how much this wave can progress from here. Let me shift to the higher time frame for that. Okay, so if this is the right count and we are actually progressing in the third wave, then this third wave can have targets as 1337, and next target would be 1425. Okay, our first target or target 1, 1337. This would be our second target or target 2, 1425. So these are the two basic targets that we can project using the fib levels from this current wave progression. So this would be our hyper one, which is stating that a lot of upside is remaining. And for the purpose of stop loss, we should place a stop below the low of this second wave over here, which has completed over here. So that would be our stop loss. And let's look at the hyper 2. So hyper 1 is pointing upwards. Now let's look at hyper 2. So hyper 2 is a bit different, but it is still pointing in the upward direction. So in the hyper 2, what I have done is that if we look at the bigger picture, then what we can see is that so in the bigger picture, what we can see is that this wave movement from here till here can also be looked as a kind of a running flat, you know. So in that case, this would be the A wave, this would be the B wave, this would be the C wave, completing the double bracketed second over here and not over here. So in that case, this would be the 1, this would be the 2, and we have just started progressing in the third wave. That is, we have just started progressing in the double bracketed third. So if this is the hypothesis that is playing out, then we will complete the single bracketed 1 over here, single bracketed 2 over here, and single bracketed 3 over here, and so on and so forth. We will go again in the upward direction. But as per this hypothesis, we are currently progressing in the single bracketed 1 of double bracketed 3. So this is our position in this hyper 2, and again this is still pointing upwards. So basically both the hypotheses I have over here are pointing upwards, and the stop losses in this hypothesis again will go below this. The last thing that can play out, or the odd thing I would say, is that this second wave or double bracketed 2 is still progressing as some kind of a ABC, XABC kind of progression, which is kind of very unlikely. However, it is possible, but even if that is going on, even then we will have this X wave going up and then ABC or something like that going down. Let's just also see the targets in case we have the wave 2 over here. There won't be much of a difference because basically the distance over here is not that different from that last hypo. Okay, so in that case also we will have the target one around 1354 and the target 2 around 1440. So as you can see, the difference in target is not that much. So that was all for this discussion. If you like it, definitely share it so that I get more views and more motivation to make such stuff. Subscribe the channel if you haven't already. Follow me on various platforms, or one of the various platforms, if you want to see my articles as soon as I publish them. That is all. I'll see you in next one. Thank you.